like guns, I like guns, I like guns. Okay, so here we are, day 8. Let's get to the end of it, and I'm feeling a little weary, but I'll give you a rundown of what happened today. No injuries or anything, but we got up at probably about 7 o'clock and went and had breakfast over on the Mekong River, which is borders between, sort of cuts between Laos and Cambodia. So we had breakfast on that river at a restaurant, and they brought out the usual Asian breakfasty food, which is like rice and some other stuff that looks a little bit like food, and then you eat it, just hope for the best. Yeah, so we took a boat then across to Laos, and we got on this little leaky boat and took it across to the other side, and our guide Paul decided he's going to show us a market over there, but it was much the same as all the other markets we see over here. So we headed back to Cambodia from Laos and went across to back to where the motorcycles were, jumped on the bikes, and from there we took off. I was leaving town, but you caught me on the run. I didn't hear a sound, but I saw a smoking gun. It's like a bullet to my heart, it's like a gunshot to my head. It's like a wound that would not heal, makes me wish that I was dead. 'Cause darling, you're like a pistol in my hand. I should have walked away when I saw your lying tears. It's like a warning shot that's still ringing in my ears. It's like a bullet to my heart, it's like a gunshot to my head. It's like a wound that would not heal, makes me wish that I was dead. 'Cause darling, you're like a pistol in my hand. I know I'm living dangerously. Sights were always set on me. Blood is on your hands. It's like a bullet to my heart, it's like a gunshot to my head. It's like a wound that would not heal, makes me wish that I was dead. 'Cause darling, you're like a pistol in my hand. 'Cause darling, you're like a pistol in my hand. So one thing we found at this temple was, because the border pursuit's been going on for years here, as Thailand's been shooting across here for about probably 5-6 years. And last time I was here there was a bit of it going on, but right on the side of the hill here is an RPG that they fired from the other side, but it didn't go off. So there's one of those ones that we shot through the car the other day, which is
RPG-7.
It happens to everybody. Unless it hits a tank, it's just going to stick in the soil. But also we've got a 2-inch and a 3-inch mortar here, and a fuse, and there's a really old landmine that's probably come from, I'd say from the Vietnam War. And there's still a lot of these mines around. Most of them have sort of been taken out, but they find them all the time. And I'm not sure about that fuse. How's that fuse there work?
Yeah, that fuse there just would have sputtered off from some other type of mortar that would have flown over, and they picked up that fuse there, and the rest of the body of the mortar is missing. So you get a little 2-inch and 3-inch there in a fuse.
So a Cambodian soldier mate here, as we came over to have a look at the mines, I didn't want to go anywhere near him, but he's quite happy to hang on to this 2-inch mortar. I wouldn't be real happy about it, and he just stuck his hand through there, but Very nice. And he smells of alcohol. I'm sure he's half charged. It's a relatively big temple. It's really old. I mean, it's probably one of the oldest here in Cambodia. And but the road getting up there, it's basically a road that's all been designed specifically for the army, because up at the top of this is for many years now there's been a border dispute which is still going on between Thailand and Cambodia. And this dispute, I don't know if it's ever going to end, because the Thai guys reckon they own the temples, and Cambodian guys who do own it think they own it, and they should think they own it because they do own it. But that's my opinion and I'm sticking to it. Anyway, we went up that road, and it was a pretty tough road in the sense it was just unusual for what we'd been on. And some of the guys who weren't real good riders just took it slow. Went all the way up to the top of that, and our original intention was to see if we could get some footage up there of some firearms and stuff, because last time me, Jared, Matt and the whole team who did the I Like Guns clip went up there, and that was the place we did the video for the last verse in the I Like Guns clip. When I'm sitting in all the real bunkers, most of those weapons in that last clip are all original weapons. They're all loaded up, ready to go for the fight there in Thailand and Cambodia, which they use a lot of those weapons too. Anyway, so we went up there to see that, and most of those are all gone now. They've had a war there, and people have been killed, but they've now, it's sort of at a time where there's sort of peace talks. And yeah, so there was a few guys up there, a few soldiers there with AK-47, so we coaxed one of them into lending it to us just to do a bit of a clip. So we're doing an I Like Guns clip, Cambodia in 2012 trip, so I'm getting a few of the guys just singing the song, so we got them up there just holding the gun and at the different angles up there. And no, that was a fun afternoon. So then from there we just walked around the rest of the temple, and we got right to, there's another side of that temple, and the reason it's called the Temple in the Sky is because of the massive view on one end. It's like, it'd have to be a kilometre drop, it's so high. And so we went up there and just hung out there in the afternoon and had a look at that, watched the sort of sunset there, and then basically headed back down the road and came back to the motel.